Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back to episode 33 of our solo world. No mods. Update 11 playthrough. I did happen to play like 30-40 minutes in between the last episode and this, just doing some mining. I was digging down here, because as you can see, these two stockpiles now have stuff in them. I also have a couple more stockpiles back here. So this whole thing got dug out, and because as you remember, we only saw the flooring of the house. Well, now we can see the road that is between the house and the craft room, and this is the flooring to that craft room. So if we really wanted to, we can lay another stockpile here, and then another one here. We got one there. See, if we really needed to, we could run through here for a little bit. So, and then down this. Actually, that would be where the stockpile would need to go. So, have a little bit more that we'd have to dig out there, but. What we are going to do today is first, we're going to check our research table. I don't think we have anything left on the research table. If we don't, the first thing we're going to do is clean up that room. So we make it to where we got the stairs and we can come up in here. Alright, so this no longer has anything. So first off, let's pick this up. Nope. That was the wrong one. No. That would need to be a stair. So now we could end up closing up this, and we'll just redo this room a little bit, and we'll be able to move all of these tables and be able to have this available for living room space. I said I want to do that, but I'm thinking I won't. Actually, what we were going to do, we have nothing left on that, so let's pick that up. We had nothing left on that, pick that one up. Nothing left on that, so we picked that up. Those were definitely all coming downstairs. So, that's the research table. We're going to look at the loom. We put the loom here, then grab the scratching table, put it there. And then we grab the tailor's table, put it there. We still get through here. I mean, it's tight, but it's not 1/8 because of that stuff there that we need to fix. So this is where we start. That is a full wagon, right? Yes, it is. Honestly, what we want to do, not in a room. What do you mean, not in a room? Why is that considered not in a room anymore? Why is it not considered a room anymore? None of those outside that should be considered. Why is that? See, that shouldn't be considered a room because this is divided by a doorway. It was just a room this morning or last night. I do not understand. Why is this not considered a room anymore? There's no reason why it's not considered a room. Give me 1 second. Did they run an update or drop an update since I went to work? I don't see one. Those are all scheduled, so this is confusing me. I don't understand how this went from a room yesterday to not a room today. The only thing different is that I dug out underneath and there's no reason why. It's not like it has an open area to go down underneath. Makes no damn sense. Why this is not considered a room. Why is that not being considered a room? I mean, I understand now, but not... Alright, we're going to do something that I don't really want to do. I'm going to put doors on those two openings. See if that changes it. Like I said, it makes no sense whatsoever. You know yesterday that it was considered a room. See, this one's considered a room, and that's why I don't understand what's going on. Unless for some odd reason... these are considered on. Because they don't have to be inside a room. So I'd put a door on there and closes up that space, and now it becomes a room suddenly. Alright, that makes no damn sense whatsoever. So what I wanted to do here, before I got distracted by that, is make some wooden molds. But we need to make some boards first. Actually, I'm going to skip that. Alright, so for research, for the modules, we need 2 dendrology, 3 basic engineering. We could reach those, so we'll take from there. We can no longer reach oh, this is going to be a pain in my butt. Where's my card up here? We're going to start by putting that there. This can then reach that cart. So what we're going to start with is to make a module. We need 3 dendrology, or 2 dendrology, 3 basic geology. So we need 2 here and 3 here. We'll end up making more of these as we go, but we're just going to do 1 to start with. So past that, I really should make one of each so that we can see them, which means we need 6, 8, 9 more geologies and 6 more of these. So we need to make at least 4. So we can use 1 to upgrade to a 2, 1 to upgrade to a 3, 1 to upgrade to a 4. Once we get done with those, the 2s are going to require some whole planks, so we'll have to get wood over to the shipyard. Need to bring some metal up, so we'll need to make those, and we need 3 basic gatherings. No. It's already grabbed tomatoes. Although that's not such a bad thing. Plant fibers and tomatoes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it'll grab the tomatoes first, so. We want to move this all the way to the top, so that goes there. Can we move this? Alright, well that's going. Trying to say what I want to do. I really should move this over here. And move some of this up. Our dendrologies. Oh crap. So we just made 6 more of those. We didn't make our other 6 dendrologies. Oh well, we'll end up using those anyway. So, these come back here. That goes there, that goes there. So for that we need, so we're gonna pull 6 wood, we need 120. Okay, so we need another 94 in there. So if we grab 20, or 40, 40, and 14, what's that? So while that's sitting there, man, that just was not where I wanted to dig. This is the problem with not having light. I'll have to check that and then replace it. Then again, it's probably going to get taken out from up above anyway, so... let's go ahead and break that, break this, break this, break this. Now it's an open room, so we'll have to close it up. Alright, so let's go to floor. It's not the one we wanted, this is the one we wanted. Okay, give me these 5. Okay, so need to pull that. Might end up making this bigger on the lower floor, expand it out. have to make some more hewn logs. Let's go ahead and make some more hewn logs. What do we got? We got 2 wood storage here. Put them back in here. So 164. And if we do 80, 160, so we'll just do 40 because we really don't need that many. So for 40, we need 5 dowel rods. Okay, so we just need to fill in this floor. Why am I having such trouble today? I was freaking boring at work and whatnot. Adobe up top. Oh. Just trying to decide where I'm going. All of a sudden my brain is not working. Let's eat some food and go check all the trees that are on that one plateau that we were looking to terraform yesterday. Alright, I know those are not good. This one is not good. Oh wait, that one is. Alright. That one's 100, so this one could come down. $69, 60, 70, 67, 100. $8, 100. Nothing else. These are going to be for the whole planks. I know this one's not. Yep. This one probably is. Yes. This one probably is. $70-ish? 64. Alright, oak 53, oak 52, 51, so those got a ways. 100. Alright, so all those trees, I mean, we got a couple more that we can do over here probably. That one, that one, that one. What was this one? Yeah, this one's full. Eight, 100. Is there anything else in there? No, there was not. Eight, 100. Nope. Nope. Three, 100. That will stay. All right, 52. Nope, nope, nope. No. Yes. Yes. Nope. Nope. And I know that's not. We're not touching that old growth. And we already checked those two. Oh, I guess we didn't check this one. We got trees cut down. Worry about the trunks later. Come on. Fingers don't want to work today. Okay, and then there. So that's all filled in. Up here we have a 1.5. It's uncategorized because there's no actual workbenches in here. But we'll end up working on changing this one and expanding it. Alright, so that goes there. So now that this is done, it's working on that storage. We're gonna pull from here. Here, pull from here. So we were going to make, didn't have anything made right. Yep. So let's make 4 of these. So we'll make 4 singles and then we'll worry about doing the double. While we're doing this, let's run up, grab the small cart from over there. So we got a medium down here. Oh, we do have a medium here. Cool. Give me this cart. We're gonna run over here. We're gonna take wood to the shipyard. So let's put this down here. I'll go choppy chop. Let's go find another 4. Now we'll go over here, go ahead and chop this. So for the module 2s, we need hull planks. So where's the basic recipe 2? We need 4 per. We're going to make 3, so we want to make 12. So because of that, we need 48 hewn logs. So we just need to make another 40. So dowel rods, 5. Hewn logs, 40. Come around, let's find the crabs and throw them up here. So we got 14 crabs. Clean the crabs, we got 14. I will just set this up for 20. Storage, we'll eat a couple fish. Come over here to our tank. Pick up all our fish there. Over here, drop all this fish in here. We have 15 fish that we can cut up. And that means we're going to get 30 fish from there. We had 14 here, so that's 34. So for right now, we're just going to have to set this at 40. How full is this? 1600, we can get one more stack. And then we can put one stack on us. This, run it over. Alright, that'll take care of the whole planks and the crabs, the fish, everything's done there. We'll move this back over here for the next time we decide to do some hull planks. We'll grab a stack of wood before we leave. So we're gonna wait on that. That's what we were waiting on. So now that we're still working on the pages, move those ahead of those. Alright, so we're making the hull planks. We need to make 6 metallurgy basics. So metallurgy basic. 6. And that means we need 60 ore. So while we are here, we're low on our calories in our stomach. Let's go find some iron ore. That's 20, 24, 28, 32, 40, 60. Do this right here, jump up. I'll throw this all the way over to there. There's the hole. Alright, so that takes care of the 2. Once those are done, we can do three 2s. Oops. There. Then we'll have to look at doing that one, but that we'll start those once we get some of these modules going. Get it 2, because that's 25% decrease in resources. So in the stuff that we make for them, not necessarily the pages, but the stuff for the pages. So in order to make our we'll have to make hewn logs for this. So we'll use 25% less to make those same 30 or whatever it is. Same thing for here. We'll end up using, or oh, that's just the basic, so that's going to still use it. It's the bad thing, you can't do a module in here. I think you used to, which is probably why they got rid of it. But in order for that, we need to do some fish. We need to go set fish up over there. So let's go over to the fishing hut over here. We need this. I really want to throw that over here before I do this, because cleaning this is a dynamic, which means it can be we get more meat out of them once we start using the modules. So I think we're going to wait until we get to module 2. And I can't queue it up because it's going to read the it's going to be what it's currently at. And it, you know, it's going to, the first cycle is going to be whatever module's in there. Or it'd screw it up for the second one. These... Oh, these do use a module as well. Interesting. So I guess where we are, we're going to wait for modules in order to start doing those some more. I'm going to say we'll do work on this later. That wall's got to come out. That's why. Okay, so we have the first module done. Let's go ahead and throw this over here. So we get a level 2 done. Need our 4 hull planks. So it's probably working on this. Nah, it's doing what it can with this before it goes to this. Alright, let's go get our hull planks. We were going to make 12, we got 10. So that means how much longer do you got? Two minutes. Okay, let's throw these crabs up here. Ho ho. Come on, finish your or finish your hull planks. So we got about a minute left. Those are ones that were already... No, that's the one that's queued up over here. "36 seconds. It's working on the second metallurgy for the level 2 module. And then as soon as we take these hull planks over, oh, 9. Should have known. Should have known I wouldn't have been able to carry them all. That'll get the first module 2. We'll go get the other 3. And that means we'll be able to do all 3 of the level 2s. But I want at least one and 1 2, so you can see the difference in research or material costs. Alright, so we got the level 1. So if we come over here to the carpentry table, and we put this level 1 in here. Now all of a sudden the boards, you see 10% reduced. So now it costs 0.9 wood per board. So now we want it, once we had these, if you do these early enough and not wait as long as I did, you'd want to go from doing, however many you needed to start doing multiples of 10, so you don't waste any part of a wood. Because 10 times this would be 9 full wood. You can't do any other multipliers other than multiples of 10. If you did 5, you'd have 4.5, you'd waste half of wood. So, we are almost done with the first one. About 9 more seconds. So now we'll take this level 2 and we'll come over here and show the difference. So we already showed that at 10% we're at 0.9, right? So we go to modules, we switch this out to the level 2, and we come back, it says 25%. Now we are at 0.75 wood per craft. So now we could do multiples of 4. So instead of costing us 4 wood for 4 boards, now we're getting 4 boards for 3 wood. This is where it starts coming in handy. So, we're going to go ahead and do this and set this up for 40. So now, instead of 40 showing up here, it is now 30. Actually, we're going to do 80. This is why you want to do the modules as early as you can, because it saves material. So once we do 80 there, we'll come down here. This now only takes 6 instead of 8. So we'll have so we had 3. So we got 76, 83. So that means we can do 10, 14. Nope, 13. We'll do 13. So now once the boards are made, we'll make 13 sets of wood molds. And then we'll bring another module, or we'll move a module 2 over to here and turn it into our wet brick, which at 25% less means we will only use 3 wood. So instead of losing 2 per craft, we'll only lose 1. That's why even with the best one, 50%, you know, pottery 5 pottery upgrade, or pottery 7 pottery upgrade, you're going 2 in, 2 out at best. Just like here, you put 4 in, get 4 back. So eventually, with a high enough module, you are not losing the molds. Same with here. Or when you go to do the mold over here with the iron. 6 in, or you go to 3 in and 3 out. And then it would only cost us 1 concentrate to get 6 instead of 2. So now you can understand why you'd want to do modules as best as you can. So, you know, your loggers and your miners are making basic dendrologies and basic geologies from the start with excess stone and excess wood that they have. I mean, your loggers are also going to be using the wood to make all the hewn logs for everybody's house, but when they have excess wood, you know, or people dropping them off, or even anybody could go get some wood and do it. It's not going to hurt, you know, there's no benefit for anybody else to do it, but the loggers, once they start getting modules, are going to be able to do it a lot better for less calories and all that stuff, and all that. I mean, because they're getting the benefit of the logging bonus. So we'll let those go, and then we'll worry about making the things for level 2 or level 3. So we can go from 25% to 40%. Let's put this back in here. So we're not going to use the level 1s anymore. We're going to do the 2s. Right side. We're almost done with our second number 2. And I need to figure out what I want to put it in. Need to figure out where I want to put it. If that one's making boards, we want to go up in here. We can make more hewn logs out of here. Just bring more hewn over, or more wood out. So now it's taken us 1.5 wood to make 16. So if we make 20, that would give us 320. So we're looking at 320 dowels at 1.5. So I mean, we could do 200. That gives us 30. This is where you'd start having like extra dowel rods. So after you do so many crafts. So if we did that and put that in. We just need to go get more wood. So that'll get us 200 more hewn logs. And allow us to have that, alright, there's our roads. No, I'll just come this way. Drop the cart down. Come over this way real quick. Throw these underground. We'll go get some more wood. Stupid branch. So we need 20 here. Finish that stack. And then we need a stack of wood on us, and that cart can go. Roll over a tree sprout. Down our road. Stop. Drop. Where's the wood? Where's the wood? There it is. Oh, I guess I could have used a little more wood in there, but oh well. But now you see how the modules end up helping us out in saving materials. Right now we're at 25% reduction. Soon I will get it to a 40% reduction, and theoretically if I get the rest of it done I'll be at a 45, and in some cases 50% because of our skill. But we'll be making modules for all of our tables. At 45%, you do multiples of 20. because that would be out of 20 crafts, that would only cost you 11 materials. That's why, that would be why you use a 20 mod, or you, from at the start, it doesn't matter. With no module, you go whatever the amount you want to make is. At first module, you go multiples of 10. At the second module, you go multiples of 4. Third module, being 40%, you go multiples of 5. To not have any waste. Alright, we need 20 more to fill up the redwoods, and we need 30 more of fir. Fill up that, and then we can come back here, cut this one fully up. And now we will go this and turn the cart around so we can see where we're going. Instead of staring at a pile of wood. Let that go, and I think that's where I'll call this one, since we got that set up, or got that going. We need the other two that will go stick somewhere. I just don't know where. Maybe said we wanted to do those. Oh, we need nails. Maybe. This is using the basic. So yeah, let's throw this one in here for right now, and then for nails, that means for every 0.75, we're getting 16 nails. So if we do multiples of 4, if we do 20, that'll get us 320 nails, which will last us a while. Until we start doing lumber. And it'll only cost us 15 of our bars. So we'll start moving these modules around for whatever we need them, till we can make more. So now that this is done, making those. We want to make more, probably want to make more boards. So let's go ahead and make multiple of 4. So if we do 100, We only need 75. Let's do 200 boards. So while that's going, and we have this one over here making hewn logs. So we're getting all the wood ones done. So now all the wood we're bringing back is getting turned into more output than what we originally were doing. So I will call this episode. I will see you in 34, where we work towards upgrading these from 2s to 3s and getting an additional 15% reduction in our material costs. And beyond that, making more, so that we can eventually not have to keep moving them around from table to table. So I will see you in the next episode. Enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be.